So we are down here today on a very cold morning, and I think it's now around about 7:30. We're here on the River Colne, and as you can see, it is very frosty. We had a really cold night last night, so I've come down here with some pinkies, and I've got some worms, casters, some maggots, and I did have a little bit of ground bait in there, but I've potted in at 13 metres. I've done literally about a quarter of a big pot, nothing massive, and that's Black River roach and just Black River. I'll show you in a second. Obviously I've sat on a bit where it's flagging because I don't really want to sit on a bit of a slower water, because the fish are not going to sit in that really slow water where it's basically standstill. They're going to want to be where there's a bit of moving water, where there's a bit, like the temperature of the water is a bit more warmer. However, got down here this morning, sorry about that, got down here this morning and put the keep net in, and like an idiot I've let it, put it in like an idiot, and it's frozen completely. Obviously what's in the water is obviously still movable, so the fish will be alright. We've had a couple of fish top in the swim this morning, but again we're just going to try and fish a 1.5 gram float with a size, I believe it's 16 for a worm, and a size, I believe it's a size 20 for casters and pinkies. I should have gone to a 22 or 24, but I just want to try and fish a bit positive. I've got two number 10 droppers, about 12 inches away from hook jump, going down to a 0.6 Olivet, going on to another two number 8s, another two number 8s up the line, and again number 2. So every 6 inches I've got two number 8s. Going on to my 1.5 gram float. I believe it is a PB Silver 1.5 gram, going down to nice, I believe it's 10 to 11, no it can't be 10, I think it might be 7 to 8 white hydro split. And the idea is we're going to fish 13 metres on pinkies, which is the deepest bit of the river at the moment down here. And I've just literally took the hook off my rig, got off my top kit like a sausage. I was down this stretch of literally about a week and a half ago, just before the cold weather hit, and was fishing casters. Maggots, dead maggots to be precise. And we had 3 chub to about £1.5, £2 each. I will whack them in the video. And we had a couple of little roach to about an ounce, and a perch to about 2-3 ounces. I'm not here today to catch tons of fish, but it'd be nice to catch some fish. But yeah, welcome to the first ever video of YouTube, and subscribe, hit the notification button. Obviously I'll do some more video throughout the day, so this video will be longer than this, but I hope you enjoy it. Anything you want to know, learn about using the pole, or any tactics on the rivers and lakes and matches, message me or put something in the comments, and I can maybe possibly run over them ideas or help that you may need. So guys, it's 10 to 1. I've got some sad news, I've got some good news. The good news is I didn't catch any roach or perch, but somehow I managed to catch 2 carp, 1 beating my PB on this lovely river, right? And sadly, whilst getting my PB carp out of it, which I will show a photo and explain how much it weighed in a minute, I also broke my 3rd section, which doesn't affect it too bad because I can slide the top bit up the bottom bit, but obviously it's not the point. Like, I can still have it as a top 2 look, but you can obviously see, I'm trying to get it out of the light so you can see it, you can obviously see that it's broken, but I've slid it up there as if it's off a telescopic 3rd section, but I don't want to run that risk of losing a top kit. But I mean, it wasn't worth 50 quid because I'm now going to spend 50 quid to 100 quid to get another first section. But I've broken my PB carp. I caught both double figures. I caught £11 6 ounce common carp this morning, about half 11, half 12. And then I've just gone and caught a £26 common carp off the river on a pole. So for anyone that says the Preston Superior X50 pole is easily breakable, yes it is. If you're a numpty like me and trigger it, but that can handle carp up to £26, and if you play them right. And this is a wild carp, it's not a lake carp, it's a wild carp. So it just shows to show that if you put the right tackle on, you balance your gear perfectly fine, you play them smart, you play them well, you will catch fish that big. I caught it on lobworm, so I was loose feeding some Sonabaits River Black. I think I mentioned in the video earlier. Sonabaits River Black, Sonabaits River Roach, and some sweet skimming mix on the 13 metre line. I then see some fizzing and I thought, oh no, it's a pike. Which obviously most of us would have thought it would be a pike picking up a little fish and eating it on the bottom, which is creating the oxygen, but it's just bubbles. But no, yeah, it was carp. Apparently they're known in this stretch, so we'll have to come back and fish for them another day. However, yeah, I beat my PB twice. I was loose feeding casters and maggots in the ground bait with some pinkies. Chopworm as well, so I like when it went quiet and it just got them fizzing again. And then obviously I sat there with a pencil, I think it was a 0.9 pencil float over the top with a lobworm. I think it was 6 number 6s, £6 line straight through, and I just caught a £26 carp. So even on light line you can still catch big carp. Obviously, as I said like earlier on, I come down here to catch some nice roach and perch, maybe the odd bream. Wasn't contemplating on catching carp at all. But knowing they're feeding after a -2 degree weather is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I mean, we've had a good day today, but I'm backpack up and go home because I've broke my first section. But yeah, I'll speak to you all later on.